This episode contains descriptions of sexual assault and sexual violence.
For anonymous, confidential help 24/7, please call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233 or go to thehotline.org.
Welcome to the bad boy pod, talking bad boy bards, make a good girl nuts with the bad boy swag. Having conversations that a bad boy mad, sit down, relax, kick back, have a blast, enjoy the bad boy pod, brought to you by Lady Pod.
So, yes, we were discussing tea.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
As one of 5 topics we discuss on a regular basis. And you asked me how I drink my tea, bag in, bagless.
Steeped, pre-steeped. Do you steep a whole pot for yourself and just come back and keep doing it? Do you make a teapot and then keep the tea bags in there?
I don't own a teapot. I don't own a teapot. Do you own a loose leaf tea sack or whatever? 2
of them. Several. Yeah. And then I have a thermos one too.
Is it a cute shape? Is it like a little sloth? You know those?
Oh, no. It's not a cute shape. It's just, I'll put it in the Slimer. She's just silver. Okay. Or not really silver, but you know what I mean. Stainless steelsies.
Can I tell you something really gross I used to do?
Please.
I used to, first I'll answer the question.
Yes.
Usually when I have PG tips, I steep it for a couple minutes, take it out, and add a little oat milk. And that's really the only tea I've been drinking lately. But I just think, I would never put milk in lemon tea or something like that.
No, I feel like
that would be not. That would draw some red flags, I think.
It's a curdle myrtle.
But what I used to do was I just put the tea in and I would just drink it with the bag in there. And at the end, I would suck the bag.
That didn't happen. Absolutely not.
I swear on everything I used to do that.
No, you didn't. That's gross.
When I was like a teenager, I would literally suck the bag. It is gross.
It is gross.
No, never tips. I mean, I'm remembering like a rooibos or a chamomile.
Okay, good.
That's how you really get the relaxing benefits, is by sucking a rooibos.
I would suck a bag of rooibos. I'll tell you that much. There was like the
Email
only
Diane
perk
what
of
bag you want to suck.
You're right. The only perk of working at this like one bakery that I worked at was that they had several teas from like, I don't know, like teas I've never heard of. And there was like this Rubius chai latte bitch thing that I used to make for myself. And it was so delicious. Really, it was so nice. But I definitely wouldn't bag in there.
Like, if you asked the average bartender, or no, the other one, barista, would they make it for you if you were like, can you mix rooibos and chai? That sounds interesting.
It was like a vanilla rooibos chai thing. I don't remember, but probably, I'm sure there's like several different kinds. There's too much tea up there. I'll be honest.
Look, what about tea shop names? We'll get into that another day, because I think like I'm either too stoned or not caffeinated enough, but I feel out of it.
Really? What can we do to wake you up? Oh, is that what the tips is for? Is it caffeinated?
Yeah. Of course it's caffeinated. It's not as caffeinated as coffee. It's like black tea.
Oh yeah, because I was just going to ask like what kind of
I should have made it for you yesterday.
I've still never had a PG that, to my knowledge, unless someone served me one.
You would drink it and you'd be like, this tastes like every tea I've ever had. It's just like tea. Like there's no.
I used to buy Tetley.
Okay, sure. It's sort of, I mean, yeah, why not? I mean, and Julia's drinking a disgusting double shot coffee energy gas station Starbucks coffee can.
My favorite. It's just that kind of thing to perk me up after a lazy Sunday of researching our BBB of the week.
He really is a BBB of the week. And I'm Julia Davidovich, and usually I have an idea of what I'm going to say before I say this, but I'm just going to go with, I'm obsessed with my new AirPods and they're superior to Beats.
Oh, wow. My name is Zoe Clark, and all I do is lie, actually. I wake up and I just spout lies from my body.
Yeah, I am a pathological liar. I've been watching a lot of The Circle.
Oh, I see. So, you would be great on that. It's kind of the vacation I think you need.
You think I'd be good at it? Because I was like, would I lie? Would I lie or would I be myself? That's the ultimate question. Because I think like I would lie.
Just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
You want to get vulnerable with strangers with your own face and body? Is that what you're telling
But the
me?
thing is, like, I feel like I can make it seem like I'm getting vulnerable by like talking about my dead dad. But really, that's not too deep in my mind. Like, there's so much more depth to me. But like, if I just give them like a sprinkling of dead dad, they're gonna be like, "Wow, she's so vulnerable." But in my mind, I'm like,
TV talk.
whatever. Yeah, you're right.
Early TV talk. Zoe is obsessed with the UK Circle version, and I have
Oh,
not
yeah.
watched any of it. I'm very curious because they seem very interesting people.
They had a real politics talk on the last episode. It's so weird, the difference. I mean, this is the first season ever, so I don't know if like the British Circle, there are 2 more seasons for me to watch after this one, and I will.
Bad Boy Netflix, put it on there, you idiots, because like
Yeah,
the
it's
only
not
one you
on
put
there.
up there is the Circle France. I'm like, I guess
They
I'll
have the
watch
Circle Brazil as well.
it. Oh, okay. So maybe I guess I'll watch that too.
Yeah, you
But
can watch
I don't
either of
want to.
those.
Don't make me download a VPN right now.
No. You're not in the emotional headspace to download a VPN.
No. Oh, did you hear my nose whistle?
Email Diane.
Email
Also,
Diane.
email Diane a picture
It's
of
a
Kevin
Susan.
James in a back. Kevin James in a tank top.
Kevin James wearing 2 tank tops, one on his head instead of a bucket hat, and one on his body as a shirt.
Yeah, that's his fashion statement of 94, I guess.
Fashion Statement 94 sounds like a really good name for, I don't know, an Instagram handle that does memes.
Fashion Statement 94. That's
Isn't that
really
annoying?
good.
There
That's
was one
really
that I,
annoying, but you're right.
I reposted something from one like yesterday or something that I thought was funny. Oh yeah. I mean, shout out to whoever is the creator there at Menstrual Cramp 666 because you make fantastic content.
We'll repost and put one in Wilmer.
We certainly will.
Diane will
He's
pick her
aching
fave.
for it.
Okay, who's your bad boy on the block this week?
Oh my God, I have so many.
Really?
I guess at least 2, which is a lot, right?
Yeah, it's a lot. That's a lot.
Let's see. I'm
You've really
cracking
been
open my
through so
notes.
much.
First of all, yeah, I'm really struggling. There's the worst Nissan commercial going around right now. I guess we could try and watch it. I don't know where it is really, but I can tell you where it is.
It's harder than you would
it's
think.
on the
to find
WeTV app.
commercials.
It is actually. But yeah, it played, let's see, every single commercial break. And like at one point it played 6 times in a row. And it's a new Nissan commercial. And at one point I knew the words, but now like days later, I don't even remember it. So like, unfortunately it doesn't stay. It's not that much of an
Do you know what
earworm.
happened?
In the commercial? She just drives around. That's it. And she says like 4 things. She has like 4 lines and you're like, oh my God, you get paid so much money to do this. That's so wild.
Is it Brie Larson?
Maybe. They're always blonde.
Yeah, that's Brie Larson.
And it wasn't like,
I've seen these ads and they're like, I like the movies too, or whatever.
I don't know, something shit like that. It's like, spaghetti in my car. I don't know about that. Like, I don't fucking remember what she says, but in the moment, it's just, I can repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. And now I forget it.
Spaghetti in my car would sell me a Nissan, no problem.
Spaghetti in my car? The stands come out immediately. Buy a Nissan. Anyway, hire me, Nissan. And my other bad boy is my fucking earphones.
Oh, yeah.
You nearly gave it away.
I'm sorry. You've had them for they limp. You've had them for a very long time, though. Like, they're not brand new headphones that broke. You've probably had those for like 4 years.
Take care of my electronics, which is why I have like several bones to pick with the AirPods because I'm just so confused by it. I'm one of those losers that only likes to charge my things until like they're charged and then I unplug them immediately because I'm just like, you're going to overcharge and then fry and then your battery is going to start decreasing and decreasing faster and faster. I like to charge my phone if it's under 20% only. Zoe is shaking her head. I'm a real...
No. This is early aughts propaganda. That like when we had those Nokias with the removable batteries and all that shit, they were like, make sure you only charge it when it's dead. Otherwise it's going to be fucked up. That's not how they are anymore.
Email Diane if you think that's just Nokia early aughts propaganda because I think it's IRL.
Propaganda. It's early aughts propaganda. This is the 9/11 era. It's not real.
I care so much about my vacuum cleaner that I will do the same thing. And if I accidentally leave it charged overnight, I feel so bad. I feel terrible about myself.
We leave that bad boy on the mount all the
disgusting.
We never
hate
take it off the mount. No, you are so wrong in this.
You're killing.
I can't believe how wrong you are. It's like making me genuinely angry.
You're murdering your battery, but that's just my opinion and obviously a fact.
It's not a fact. It's propaganda.
Okay, anyway, email Diane if you're a battery scientist.
You're falling for big Nokia. Their fucking spiel about not charging. For all I know, that was fake so that your battery would die faster because you weren't charging it enough.
Here's my big gripe. I never even had a Nokia. Maybe that's my problem, and I just don't even know about it. I was on a loser Motorola team, like the Peanuts.
Still,
did you guys have that?
I had a Peanut as well.
Yeah, I mean Peanuts Anonymous, but like
yeah, definitely. If you're part of Peanuts Anonymous, email Diane. I had a black Peanut.
I did too, and then I got like a checker print one, and then I got the smaller version.
No, mine had the checker print. Mine was black with checker print.
That I had that. Was like, oh my god, I want. She
was cute. We'll put her in Wilmer.
Yeah, we certainly will.
I had so many fun cell phones. I had one that wasn't a flip phone. It was like you push the sides and the screen popped up. Ooh. It was like a real like boop chit, and it was cool. And when you would meet someone with the same phone as you, unless you had like a Motorola Razr and everyone had a Motorola Razr,
I did not.
Oh.
Never had one. Never joined the Moto team. Hello, Moto.
I
did, but not that way.
I had an LG flip phone for a while that everyone had. It was like slate gray.
Oh yeah, I do remember the slate gray. I had like a Sanyo and a few Samsungs that were just like. Is that not a? Whatever. They were all tiny and like gray.
Kids these days have no idea how much of your identity was tied up in what phone you had.
Disgusting. Remember how small pictures used to be?
Oh, they were so small. And the times changed so quickly. Like every year you were supposed to get a different flip phone, but I kept mine. I actually was like a 2-year. I was like a 2-year beer.
I was definitely a 2 to 3 year beer. Yeah. You know me. Charging my electronics in a respectable manner and all.
One of my friends, Gabbo, shout out, had her flip phone for like 8 years. It was amazing.
Gabbo, no. I don't know how you did it. Gabbo, why?
You know why? It's because she always charged her phone no matter what.
Oh my God. She just kept it in the charger.
No, but the thing is, if the AirPods case, you're not going to overcharge the AirPods in the case.
See, I don't understand how that's not possible. Again, if you are a charging scientist that knows things about batteries,
you need to leave the AirPods. I will let you, if you must, drain out your AirPod case battery. But your AirPods can stay. It's not going to be overcharged by the charge of the case.
See, you should just put like a tutorial up on YouTube that just sounds like that, because everyone else on YouTube that tells you about it is just whatever. I hate it. Just like an unboxing. And I still don't understand what they're talking about. Anyway,
just
officially
leave them in there.
I'm going to. I literally will lose them if I don't.
Because you texted me today about like, what do I do if it's at 50%? And it's like, just fucking
I
put
didn't
it in the
say
charger.
that. I said, how long does it last?
I think they last a pretty long time. But I don't know what you're comparing it to. And also,
my Beats were 22 hours. That was when they would last for 22 hours, like 3-4 days, and then I'd charge them. So that's it. That's it.
Wouldn't even
I got the replacement headband.
You wouldn't even have to think about it if you just plugged it in afterwards.
Anyway, whatever. I'm going to charge my earphones constantly now.
I don't know how long it lasts because they're always fully charged. You could live that life too if you wanted.
Okay. I guess I'm joining Zoe's team of just like destroying my electronics, but that's fine.
Okay. I mean, look. If charging destroys your electronics, I'm not the only one who's fucked. Anyway, my bad boy on the week is kind of my first week out in the world, and I have realized how expensive everything is.
Ugh, it fucking is.
It is. Like, I did my taxes last week for 2020, and in like this is getting really personal, but in 2019 I spent like over $1,000 on gas, Aline.
Oh boy.
And in 2020 I spent like $100 on gasoline.
Holy crap.
the pandemic saved me $900 in gas alone. Worth it? I think so.
I really think so. I mean, yeah, it must be weird being a car owner right now.
It is
And, like,
definitely
having
the
to pay for it.
weirdest. It's definitely. I mean, my car is paid off. Thank you, everyone. But
whatever.
but
Ooh. You're right.
I deserve that.
Bossman Biden.
Oh yeah, thanks. I mean, why? He didn't pay off my car. I did.
I mean, you are one.
I am a boss man Biden.
Sorry, I meant a girl boss.
Did you
a
see
lady.
that they're getting a cat?
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting move. I hope Major doesn't eat it or whatever.
I kind of hope Major does eat it.
Oh yeah! Yikes!
Email Diane.
What would you say?
Okay. Who? Oh, you did your 2 bad boys already.
Yeah, I had 1,000 bad boys already.
Although
that
you
I
didn't
spit
really,
out.
you didn't really talk about what happened with your beats.
I guess I didn't. I mean, here's what I did. I gently clacked them in the wrong way, and they went. It truly was just like a click, and I was like, ugh. And then I clicked it again, and it was even worse. And I was like, oh shit.
Do you think the Geek Squad could fix it?
Well, I'm the Geek Squad now because I just ordered the headband and it arrived yesterday, and so I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna Mr. Fix it myself, baby.
I'm gonna be
and we'll
very
see if it
impressed with
sucks
you.
ass.
I'm gonna be very impressed with you if you do successfully fix that.
And if I fuck them up, we'll see if Carlos can fix them. And if he can't, then I'll bring them over to Zoe's and throw them on her lawn.
Burn them to a bit.
Yeah, please.
No. I would never do that. Okay. Any other bad boys, or you're good?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay. Well, we have a quick bad boy update.
Oh, wow.
In the form of Matt Gaetz.
Oh boy, I didn't even know.
Yeah, you did. Who
Did I?
Shannon DM'd us an article by the Daily Beast saying that his associate, who Joel, Jewish last name, basically confirmed that Matt Gaetz had paid for sex with a minor, which is rape. Right? Sex with a minor? That's not like, that sounds like they make that sound consensual.
They really do. It's like, I don't even know. I don't know why they
the
put it that way. It's literally rape. It's child rape. So call it what it is.
It's child rape. And no, I mean, I'll call it what it is. I have no problem with it. But the Daily Beast headline was like, Gaetz wingman claims he paid for sex with a minor. And I was like, you're going to call him a wingman? This man's like in jail. He's been charged
like an associate pedophile or something. Jesus.
Pedophile.
Like there's something for that. What is it when they call like an accessory to pedophilia? Maybe.
I mean, I don't know if that's a thing. That guy is a sex trafficker. He's been charged with sex trafficking.
Jesus Christ.
So like, how about Matt Gaetz's co-trafficker?
Yeah, that makes sense too.
There's a word.
There's words we're even making up.
Anyway, so that's the bad boy update on Matt Gaetz.
There's also like apparently a Marilyn Manson update. I think he's being sued.
Oh, I mean,
great. Honestly,
yeah, that's the Diane effect.
Sue the shit out of him, Diane.
Diane is suing him for, I don't know,
for infringement
of her entire vibe.
Makeup. Yes, entire vibe and makeup choices.
Yeah. She's suing for her vibe back.
Should we make a shirt that says how Diane got her vibe back, and it's just like a
picture of Marilyn Manson? No, that's so donkey. We can never.
That is not what I meant.
I know.
Like has Stella got her groove back, but just with a Diane photo. An artist rendering of what we think Diane looks like.
Yeah, if you want to do some Diane fan art, email her at diane@badboypod.com or DM her, just tag her at badboypod, or just do hashtag Diane's forever for president.
Yeah, dagger. Dagger up.
Dagger up.
I just looked up Marilyn Manson, and guess what his tagline is for his website? It's pretty experience the thrill. Oh, oh shit, I already forget it, and I switched the page. Oh, we are chaos.
Oh, you are. You certainly are.
I mean, I guess. Anyway, yeah. Actress Esme, is that how you say her name? Bianco sues Marilyn Manson months after she accused him of sexual assault. Good for you, gal.
Get the money if the court won't do anything, which we know they won't.
Yeah, absolutely not. Go for the jugular.
Yes,
Metaphorically
yes.
speaking, with money.
And speaking of jugular, it's time for a bad boy of the week, Josh Jugular. How is that? One of my better ones?
I feel great. I feel like perfect.
He's a Mr. I mean,
Yikes.
yeah, he's a Mr. Yikes.
He's a
Yikes,
Mr.
your yikes and counting.
Yikes, yeah. Yikes, your yikes and counting.
It's Josh Duggar.
Yeah.
He's 33.
Wow.
And he is the oldest child from the 19 Kids and Counting franchise.
I didn't realize he was the eldest.
I didn't either. No, Did you watch it?
I don't watch the children's shows.
Yeah, the only one I ever watched was John and Kate Plus 8. And I didn't even watch it.
That was because they were like, that was the beginnings of it, though, you know? I feel like they really were the first child reality TV shows used. I think that even precedes, it must, Toddlers and Tiaras and all, whenever they brought those people in.
I think it is.
Sure. With the exception of 16, what's that, Sweet 16? Sweet 16.
Yeah, that's different, though. That's not having a bajillion kids.
True, but that is still children on TV.
Yeah, you're right. So he's the oldest kid. He's 33, full millennial.
Full millennial. Same age. Except he's a year younger and we're the same age. I hate when that happens. It's like, why can't everybody turn the same age on the same day?
I know. Everyone should have the
first
same
day of the year.
There should be one day when everyone gets born.
You're right. I mean,
email Diane if that.
Good way to do that.
Yeah, a good way to make that happen. I guess
she has 2 hands. She's ready to help.
Everyone would only be able to fuck on one day out of the entire year.
When is that? Like April? March?
Look, it depends. Email Diane. Yeah, Diane needs to know the calendar. So before he got ousted as a huge child molester, he was the executive director of a political action and lobbying committee that was sponsored by the Family Research Council, which is that, I don't know, it's like a super PAC or whatever, and they lobby against abortion, gay rights, including like the right for gay people to marry and adopt, and they fight against divorce.
Yikes. What a lot of fun.
And this was a fact I did not know. I mean, I didn't know any of this. Why would I know this? But in 2010, they paid lobbyists in Uganda to pass a bill called the Uganda Anti-Homosexuality Bill.
Really? They're connected to that, are they?
Yeah. That imposed imprisonment or death penalty for people who have sexual relations with them. With people of the same sex.
That's fucked up. That is fucked up.
I mean, so I don't like that wasn't Josh Duggar's whatever. I'm not saying that was Josh Duggar, but I'm saying he definitely associated himself with the company that did that.
Yeah, seriously. I mean,
I feel like the Family Research Council is like up Mike Pence's ass. Like they have the worst taste in politicians.
Well, there was something recent. I don't know if it was recently, but it was certainly around or after the Josh Duggar news came out, like initially, where the like Mother Duggar, like Queen Mother Duggar, had lent her voice to like some robocall that was against some. I forget if it was a bill or a politician. I just saw like a little tidbit about it, but like part of it was saying like, it was like allowing trans people in bathrooms, and she said something like, people who have been previously accused of assaulting minors will be in your bathrooms and this and that, and like just spouting some hateful bullshit for you know,
don't say.
Yeah, can you imagine? And I guess it only applies to people when it's not your son, but at the same time, what a cuckoo fucking thing.
Yeah, no, they're horrible. So then in 2015 is when the first big news broke that Josh Duggar had molested 5 underage girls between the years of 2002 and 2003, including 1 or 2 of his younger sisters. And at that time, his parents knew about it and like sent him away. So we're brothers. So his parents sent him away to like some Jesus camp to like, I don't know, reform his child molesting ways. And I guess they thought it just wouldn't come up again. But then in 2015, it did. And they put this man on TV. And they had 1,000 more children after that happened.
And they have one on the way. And he's not allowed to be around children officially?
No,
Which
I
one are you
mean,
talking about?
I'm talking about his parents had kids even after it was exposed. Even after the parents knew. But yeah, he also has way too many kids.
Well, they're fundamentalists. They're just going to keep doing that because they believe they have to.
I know.
She's just a vessel.
I feel very bad for his wife.
I don't.
Okay, fair enough.
I think they're
so
one
then,
the same.
When the big Ashley Madison breach happened and everyone who cheated on their spouses got ousted, for those not in the know, Ashley Madison was a dating website where people could where people who were married or in serious relationships could find people to cheat on their spouses with. Which
Incredible
is like
app.
just having it's so stupid.
It's so weird. It's just I don't know. It feels like this came around before like dating apps, you know what I mean? So it kind of makes sense that it's so unnecessary. You know how the 90-Day Fiance ways that they meet seem very weird? And you're just how would you have this weird one-sided chat room where, you know, you have to pay like $99 to speak to your partner for like 8 minutes or whatever? Can't you just like Facebook her?
Like, I know.
That kind of shit.
Right.
I don't know why I got in. Oh yeah, Ashley Madison. That kind of shit just doesn't make sense to me. It's like, why is it even still around?
Well, I don't think it is currently. But apparently he had spent $986 on the website, which feels like a lot. I mean, $986. Maybe that's almost $1,000.
Maybe he was just there for a year. That's a yearly subscription or something.
Yeah, he was there for a good time, not a long time, I'd say.
Diane's going to try it out for a month and see how she likes it. See if it's discreet enough for her.
Men who are in committed relationships and don't have the time to emotionally commit to her are perfect for her. Like, that is her type.
Oh, exactly. That's what she's after.
She
doesn't have time either. And
she's after that space. Already claimed 4D. So that came out. Also in 2015, Danica Dillon, who was a porn actress, filed a suit against Josh Duggar, claiming he had assaulted her during an episode of consensual sex. But she dropped the charges after it was proven he wasn't in Philly, where she claimed it happened at the time of the assault. Even though they proved he wasn't there, I still believe her.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, I mean, Jesus.
You know?
Well, yeah, that's a weird one. That's very bizarre, but yeah.
Thought I would include it because it was on the Wikipedia. You know, I was like, this must be an important part of the Josh Duggar story.
I feel like they probably just like paid her off or something. And she was like, yeah, he wasn't there. I don't know.
Probably just I don't know. Just another little tidbit. And then most recently, this year, in the great Lord's year of 2021, U.S. Marshals arrested him on possession of child porn charges. He is up for his bail hearing is on May 5th, and he has a trial on May 6th. If he gets bail, he can't go home because, as you said, he has 6 kids under the age of 11, and his wife is pregnant with their 7th. Ugh, that's horrible.
Can you imagine?
And if convicted, he's going to face 20 years. Plus, I think it said $250,000 for each charge. And I think he has 2 charges right now for possession and receiving.
Ew.
But how do you possess without receiving?
I mean, maybe you receive and then you possess.
You receive and then you possess, but you can't possess without receiving.
I don't know. I mean, email Diane if you're a lawyer. And imagine being his lawyer. I want to look up his lawyer because I bet he's a good man.
If it's a Dershel Gershel ding dong, no, he's going to be a huge Christian. He wouldn't hire a Jew, I don't think.
He wouldn't hire a Jew, I don't think.
It's just so weird.
We also have to put his disgusting mugshot because he's like smiling in it. Did you see that thing?
Yeah, I did. I'm very confused why. I'm confused why the feds arrested him and why it wasn't the local police.
That's why I think it's like a big sting.
It's like, it sounds like a big sting-a-doodle-doo. Also, I'm not saying that people who possess child porn should get off easy. I'm saying that 20 years for just possession, is that normal? It must be a lot. I don't know.
I mean, it's like his second, third offense.
But
because like he definitely
wasn't
got sent to a
charged.
camp or whatever.
He got
Yeah,
sent to a camp.
I don't know. It just sounds
But
like he's
there
had
were-
a few little instances now, but like maybe
Yeah.
he's part of some. Okay, so you said possessing and receiving. So, I mean, first of all, it sounds so gross. Second of all,
does.
I don't know what it means, but also, like, it could also just mean that he has a lot of it. I don't know what else to say. Like, I don't know, maybe because I don't understand how like these rings work, where it's like, are you just all sitting on a bunch of this gross shit that you
I
all
guess
share
so.
to each other? You're like purveyors of disgusting grossness. And
I mean, everything I know is from SVU, which is
yeah.
fair. Yeah, so I guess most of the child porn he had children under the age of 12.
I mean, it's so creepy. Also, I read that like I think their parents bought them a house as like a don't leave my son. Don't leave my son.
Oh.
And to
Damn,
keep them like
I really
within...
hope she leaves him.
Oh my god, it's so
I
creepy.
really hope she leaves him and converts
I mean,
to
you
Judaism.
have to. Oh,
please. Okay, fine.
But like, it's just how can you not? First of
I'd
all, you
settle
can't
for full
even
atheist.
yeah, just be a full atheist first of all. But like, how can you like not divorce your husband after this? I don't get it.
I have no idea.
I'm certainly there's grounds.
More than grounds.
I mean, Fogel Sandwichman.
That's why I was.
Got like a big major.
I'm really getting Jared Fogle rising from him, and that was the other thing I was going to say. Is remember with the Fogle situation, it was him and a guy, and Jared Fogle was like requesting specific videos and stuff that the guy was then filming and giving to him.
Ew.
So that is like I wonder if there's something like that at play where it's like soliciting specific photos or videos.
Maybe. I mean, maybe that's what it is. It's so weird given like how just like he has so many children around him.
And they
so
said
young. They said that after the rules, I think it was after the what was it, 2015? Was that the first time or the second time?
2015 is, well, it happened in 2002/3, but it came out publicly in 2015.
Well, they said that the Duggars then changed the rules in the household where like the boys and the girls couldn't be around each other, and they weren't allowed to play hide and seek with each other, and no one was allowed to sit on anybody's lap except for their father's lap. Like, how is that going to curb anything? You weirdos. I don't understand what you're doing here.
I'm seeing if I have the Jared Fogle.
It feels like you just like birthed a bunch of hamsters and you don't know what to do.
They have so many kids. Ah, found it.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. So also in this is a Jared Fogle reminder session. So also in 2015, big year, his home was raided for child porn. His associate was named Russell Taylor. Okay. Russell Taylor produced porn of 12 children and shared them specifically with Jared. And he secretly taped nude girls aged 11 to 16 where he hid cameras in clock radios.
Ugh.
And so Fogle was then found in possession of over 400 videos and pictures. He traveled across state lines to pay minors for sex. That was a big thing too.
Jesus Christ, that's a Matt Gaetz rising.
Yeah, look, we're surrounded by perverts.
Perverts are everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm certainly learning that. Perverts be doing their thing.
More and more every day.
I wonder what Jared Fogle's doing right now.
He's in jail.
I also could not find out what's his face's lawyer is right now.
That's okay. Probably for the benefit of the lawyer, honestly.
Yeah, I would.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they're getting so much
name.
money. And I'm gonna retweet the tweet I sent you. That was basically about how like people who are raised in these hyper religious environments. I'm not blaming that for Josh Duggar being a pervert. Let me just read part of it so that I don't fuck up what they're saying, which would be so me.
I feel you.
Okay, so this is a thread from someone on Twitter with the handle @ToriGlass, TORIGLASS. And she said, this whole Duggar mess is leading me to think we need to discuss the ways in which purity culture hinders essential skill building and requires teens to be secretive about their sexuality in ways that lead directly to predation. So we'll reshare this on Bad Boy Pod's Twitter, but I'm not going to be smart about this. But basically, like, they're never taught about consent because they're just taught sex is wrong. They're not taught how to, like, acknowledge predators because they aren't allowed to speak freely about what they experience sexually. And they're shamed for just, like, simply having thoughts that every teenager have.
Ugh, God. Well, that's depressing.
I know. I mean,
but
you
also
didn't watch Bridgerton. And this is a weak analogy. But in Bridgerton, the girl who's like 15 or 16 is not taught about sex at all. She has no idea what's going on. And then the next thing you know, she's married and having sex. And like, how are you supposed to know what's good, what's bad, what's wrong, what's right? I mean, I don't doubt that Josh Duggar knew that he was doing something wrong. But
yeah,
it makes it way more complicated for the victims, especially if they're already children, when they're taught to be ashamed of stuff that is happening to them.
Yeah. I'm sure that's common in, like, I mean, it's like, oh, it's so Hasidic too. I mean, they're definitely married so young and just like fucking immediately baby making machines.
Yeah.
So yeah, same vibe.
Definitely same vibe. So, you know, we'll definitely do a trial talk update when probably, I mean, wow. So his bail hearing is going to be on May 5th. So that's in a couple days, but it'll be like a couple days before this episode comes out. So we'll post that update on our IG story. But we'll talk about the trial when it happens on June 6th. Cause I do wonder if it's like part of a bigger sting, if you know what I mean.
Stingaroozy. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Put him in jail for life. And then
at least get those kids out of at least free his wife.
And like, I don't know, check on the brothers, because it sounds like there's something bad happening at the Duggar household.
Yeah, you don't
sounds
say.
like it's just trickling down. If he's the oldest, I can't imagine that like he's not shared, you know.
I mean, statistically, if you have 1,000 children, someone's going to be a sociopath.
It's true. And
you know?
I mean, it looks like it was your first one, so.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's only uphill from there, but you never know. So let's shut the door on Josh Duggar, true nightmare pedophile.
Yeah, true gross.
Shut the door, baby. Don't say a word.
Look, if they did meet
Mar-a-Lago Ding Dong or something, some kind of event.
Could have been. Yeah, I guess you're right. Josh Duggar and Mark McGrath could have met at Mar-a-Lago Ding Dong, or
TV Movie Awards for no reason. Church, obviously.
Yeah. Mark McGrath loves church. No matter what, Josh Duggar definitely rocked out to some Sugar Ray jams. I have no doubt in my mind.
Oh, he's definitely that age. He absolutely loved it.
Look,
he would blast it in the household if they were even allowed to listen to that.
Oh no, that is. I mean, if anything's the devil's music, it's Sugar Ray all day, off the charts and in our hearts.
Hearts, you're right. Damn it, you're right.
Damn, Jeffrey Toobin.
He's also a huge OJ fan. Okay, so let's move on to Good Boys. Do you have any?
Can you believe it? I don't know.
You don't know.
I mean, I'm just out and about finally.
Oh yeah.
We got to have a hangout.
We hung out yesterday. We hung out, and let me just say, we got into a car together. We swapped saliva. We went into a tattoo shop / coffee shop, and we got matching tattoos on our asses of Kevin James and a bucket hat.
It's true. Mine's covering a bruise that I just got on my ass, but you know, it's necessary.
But it's there. And then what? Your AirPods did?
Oh, here they come.
Are they back?
See, I don't know. Maybe it's a my computer situation. I
feel like I'm suspicious.
I'm suspicious too. Is it my wet ears?
Maybe it's your no. Maybe it's your computer.
Do I have to throw out my computer?
Yeah, I think you have to throw your computer into traffic. Anyway, we hung out. We sat on my couch. We talked. We gossiped. It was fun.
We swapped extra spit. I
Yeah.
put my mouth on all the cups in her house and then some of the doorknobs.
Every single cup. Yeah, and she licked every doorknob.
Killed it. So yeah,
and then she left and I ordered Thai food. It was extremely spicy, but I still ate it all up.
Did it so spicy it made your nose trickle?
Yeah, I was like...
That's how you know it's good. It usually literally wakes me up. It's so nice. So nice to be awake at night.
Wake me up inside. Wake me up inside.
Wake her up inside.
Doubt. Okay. I mean, I feel like this has been a real speedle diddle do.
Really?
But
wait, who's your good
we've
boy?
only been talking. Oh. Yeah, I don't really have a good boy. I actually thought I did have one when I
Wow. Is Jerry living in a trash bag?
Yeah, Jerry's throwing around the trash bag. I guess we'll wait for him to stop.
Is he rustling the garbage can? It's funny watching people walk, thinking no one's watching them. But I am.
I think he's done.
Ooh.
Oh, I do have a good boy. And you saw it yesterday. It's that my rose that Charlotte shout out got me for our wedding is a bloom, baby. It's my first flowers. Honestly, ever that I haven't murdered or were actually just weeds that looked nice.
Oh.
And we'll post it in Wilmer because they're beautiful and I love them and they really make me look like I'm a true gardener, like a real Martha Stewart type.
I would say honestly that they do. What are they called again? Cupid's asshole or something?
Cupid's asshole roses.
Cupid's asshole roses. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll put that in
and
the
give them a
slimy.
whiff. Give them a whiff. They smell exactly like Cupid's asshole. And if you've been in love, you'll know what that smells like.
You'll only know. Only real lovers know what that smells like.
And Diane needs someone to describe love to her. Definitely not Zoe. Okay. Any TV talks? TV talk.
Oh my God. There was no SVU this week. There was no
SVU.
organized
crime. Although this week there's going to be a crossover ep.
Wow. So that's what they've been preparing for?
Noah's kidnapping. Let's do it. I want to see it. I want to see that kid snatched up.
Ooh, predictions. Yeah. Okay. It could be a snatch a doodle ding dong. They've really been hinting at someone getting snatched up.
I know. Well, I do think it's going to be Noah. Wheel, wheel. I feel like this deserves a wheel, wheel.
You're right.
Because they know how important Olivia is to him. So they're going to want to hit him where it hurts, which is Olivia. Like, his wife is dead, no offense. So they have to go to the next best thing, which is his partner who he didn't speak to for 10 years.
Can you imagine?
And taking her son. And it's going to really test their relationship again. Although I feel like that would be a better season finale episode than like this weird I don't even know what's going on right now.
Wow. Okay. Well, that I can't wait. I really hope that's what it is because we could use a little Noah screen time, and we could stand to see it.
I think that we really need to test his acting by getting him abducted.
You're right. Okay.
We get it. You can be a ballerina, but can you act?
Can you really act in one of the greatest shows on television about detectives and and the people that protect the streets, the cops,
and the boys and gals in blue?
Just kidding.
No, I mean, look, it's definitely cop propaganda, but that doesn't mean I can't root for one of the cop's children to get abducted by a different cop and arch nemesis.
It's just what we think's been building this entire time, because why else would they bring him in? Like, she doesn't even interact with her son ever. There's literally,
I know,
he's never there. He's literally never there unless he needs to be picked up or someone needs to go take care of him.
I would love to see him try to do ballet in his abductor's basement.
Please
do an interpretive dance and then maybe you'll win my affection, Noah, but probably not, you stupid idiot.
He is actually a wonderful dancer. We will put that dance of him dancing the Law and Order theme song.
Okay. We've definitely put it in Slider before, but we'll do it again.
Yeah, can't wait.
Can't wait. And then, well, I guess we could talk about the Circle US.
Yeah.
Although I've watched so much Circle UK, it's hard for me to keep up. But it was the final ratings.
Hard for me to keep up. Yeah.
It was the final ratings.
It's almost over.
I know. I'm going to be sad, but not really because I have so much UK to watch.
Wait, so how many eps are left for America?
4,
then?
just next week.
Oh, fine.
I know.
Okay. I guess I'll just have to live with that and then maybe start the next one.
I think maybe Trevor, who's actually a girl, is going to win.
She's actually my favorite.
Yeah, she's my favorite too because she cried over her daughter, and that was cute. She wasn't my favorite for a while because she's lying, and like you're always naturally rooting against the people who are lying at first. But
yeah,
she
don't really
deserves
get why
the
they're
money.
doing it.
Yeah,
but
she
I
deserves the
mean,
money for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean, she deserves the money, and she plays the game well.
And I loved seeing the Virgin get eliminated.
Oh yeah, I mean that was funny, a little bit funny to me.
Yeah.
But I mean, kind of, I couldn't. I think they thought he was like too good to be true or something kind of person.
Yeah.
Also, River's so annoying, and also,
Courtney.
Courtney doesn't bother me, but like, imagine living with Lance's assistant.
Okay, well, I've looked.
I did not understand this dynamic. She looks like a walking target. She's just always holding like a silly straw or like draped
Target
in
the store.
Yes, she's just
not like she's
covered in
asking to be
things.
shot by a bow and arrow or something like that.
No, absolutely not.
But yeah, you're right. She does definitely wear a lot of Target. Lance should probably pay her more. But apparently they really got along well. I saw Jack posted on his TikTok that they were pretty tight.
I don't get that. I mean, maybe it's just because quarantine brings everybody together, you know?
What other shows are there?
I definitely
feel like
watched
we're in
that
between
Netflix
a
one.
lot of things. Which one?
The David Attenborough special.
Oh, all of it?
Here's the whole, I mean, it was so quick. It was like a 3 done deal. And like, it was such a nice night watch. Oh, really? Okay, well,
yeah.
And whatever.
What's your thing
it's a
about
quick
it?
watch. I feel like they recycle a lot of Netflix stuff.
You mean
right?
all of the
Footage.
nature documentaries. I feel the same exact fucking way.
God damn it. It's like I know that I've seen it. I mean, I like all of it, but like I've definitely already seen all those things. And you're just repackaging
how many things can they fucking say about an Arctic fox? It's different voiceover.
Yeah, I mean, I like new ones because I want to know the newest facts about stuff, but like I don't want to know if you're just fucking recycling my shit, Netflix.
I know. Sometimes you can tell because sometimes I'll be like, "Oh, damn, that yellow crab bug looks exactly like that flower it's sitting on," and I'm shocked. But then I'm like, you know what? I felt this before about this yellow crab bug.
Yeah, I do remember the yellow crab bug.
Yeah, the yellow crab bug.
Find some new bugs, David. Also, he's definitely on a green screen behind the bug.
Find some new bugs, David. You heard it here
Find
first.
some new bugs.
What's your favorite, what's your favorite nature documentary setting? I'm talking underwater. I'm talking bugs. I'm talking the sky. I'm talking on the surface of the water, the Arctic, India, Africa, baby.
Honestly, I'm going to go rainforest because they're the most truly colorful and they're the wackiest. And you're just like, I never get to see this amount of like kooky dooky things. Plus,
do you like
they have
bugs?
The mammals. Plus, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't love rolling around with them, but I love looking at them. They're cool. I'm not like a naked and afraid Quaid.
Yeah.
But yeah,
they are. You mean you wouldn't eat them?
I wouldn't eat them, but I'd definitely put one in my pocket if it wasn't poisonous.
Sure. You know what's weird about these shows though is like for the first time ever. I mean, not really because they recycle the footage, but you see a bug, a lion, a whale, and they're all at the same scale. Like they all are taking up the same amount of the screen. So you're like,
oh my God, you're right.
I'm like, these bugs look so different when they're this big. I mean, they're still gross, but they're like straight up aliens.
They really are aliens. I love it. I love that they look like old men.
They do look like old men. We just accept that these things exist on the same planet as us. I mean, when you look at them, it's bananas.
It is banana.
Yeah. Banana bugs. They're out here.
They're out here. But like, I mean, TV Talk, Naked and Afraid folks, they don't even get to appreciate it, I bet, because all they do is like get diarrhea or die. The whole time.
Also, like the entire show is basically about camouflage, so maybe they didn't even see them.
It's true. They're not really stopping and there was one woman that I remember that just was like treating it like a vacation. And I was like, you know what? That's actually the right approach.
Yeah, probably. I mean, everything's only going to be worse if you're stressed out the whole time.
You're right. I mean, just in the headspace wise, but still there to work, baby.
You're there to work. I felt the same way about them recycling footage. I don't like the bugs, and I get a little sad when the animals eat each other. Maybe I said that last week.
Absolutely. Or like, there's like some kind of dangerous thing brewing. You're like, oh great, there's a fucking different bird in that nest, and what's the mom gonna do to it? Fucking kill it?
I hate when there's danger.
Holes.
I absolutely hate danger. Okay, let's move on to next TV talk. I already talked about the Circle UK. I feel like that's fine. You're not watching Drag Race Down Under, which is the Australian/New Zealand RuPaul's Drag Race. You could never have a second without RuPaul being on a screen. It's against the law at this point.
I guess you're right. So is she actually there, or is she just lending her face?
I'm sorry to tell you that she's there.
That is, I mean, maybe this is like why maybe I should only watch the Canadian version, since I don't like her very much anymore.
You're so salty that Rue didn't go to Canada.
I don't care. It's just.
Are you sure? Because like the first question was like, is Rue there, or is she just lending her face?
I mean, it's just a little sus when you literally go to every single one except the one that's in the same continent as you. But that's fine. Whatever.
I mean, I don't think she did not do Holland or Thailand or I don't know. I don't think she's doing España.
Okay, good point. Just the English-speaking countries then. I see.
Yeah, I mean, it is weird that she didn't go to Canada. I know what you're saying. Mm-hmm. But I do like a lot of the queens from Australia. They have really good names. Karen from Finance. I'm team excited. Karen from Finance right now.
I'm excited for you. How do you watch it though? VPN?
Wow Presents Plus.
Oh, do you have to fucking pay for that?
Yeah, but I have a.
Oh, I see.
I have a friend on the inside who paid for an account.
Got it. That's literally whatever. Fine. Maybe I'll just do some little magic then.
Well, you don't have to. Yeah, you can try some magic. For sure.
We'll see. We'll see if I can figure out some magic about it.
Oh, I started a new show. I watch so much TV.
That's fine.
I deserve to be, I don't know, banned.
Entertained constantly?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, entertained constantly. I started a show called Cruel Summer. It's like a...
Go on.
It's like a teen drama set in the early to mid 90s.
Oh, okay.
There's a missing girl.
Love teen dramas, and that's not.
I do.
I'm not saying it in a weird way. I'm just saying you just like them.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely has Pretty Little Liars vibes. But what's annoying about it is, well, one, it's in the 90s, and they're kind of like over the top, like booyah. They always they really rub it in your face sometimes.
I've never.
They'll be like, okay, that's sick. I'll catch you on the flip. They do stuff like that, and you're like, and it's like. There's a whole like kidnapping scene that's set to zombies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sounds like a very moist time for me.
It would be moist. Anyway, there are 3 timelines, and they take place 93, 94, and 95. And it's really complicated. It's hard for me to get what's going on, but and I would not recommend the show, but I am going to watch it to completion.
Does it take place in a school? Like, what is this?
So basically in the first
in school.
No, it's not in a school. It's like in a town, and like a girl goes missing, and then you find this all happens in the first episode. Like a girl goes missing, and then you find out that like the principal is the one who abducted her, and then this other girl apparently saw her in the basement but didn't say anything. So now like she's the devil in the town, but that girl claims that didn't happen. So it's like very like whatever.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I mean, listen.
You're not going to watch it, but I don't blame you for that decision. No.
It's not for me, and that's fine.
But if any of Diane's angels have seen Cruel Summer and would like to drop your thoughts, please do.
Drop your thoughts into her
and that's
DM
thoughts.
box.
That's a thoughts with THOTS.
THOTS. You're not watching the next. What is it called? Happily Ever After.
90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After. I have not been watching it, but I will.
Yeah, I guess related to TV talk though.
Yeah, I mean that is TV. Oh, what?
TV talk.
Jenny and Submit and their COVID journey.
Oh yeah, big Jenny and Submit update.
I guess famously we'll put the latest news in the Slimer.
Famously from 90 Day the other day. 90 Day the other way. amazing couple that are perfectly matched for each other, Jenny and Sumit, tested positive for COVID-19
It's very sad.
in India. So I guess
yeah,
like
it's such a sad
it's bad
place
over
right
there.
there.
It's bad
very
over there.
bad.
Yeah.
We do not have it an ounce as bad as like literally 90% of the world.
It would be nice if Boss Man Biden did something.
Yeah, not sure why he's not.
I don't know either.
I'm not sure why you're not offering any aid to countries who need it most, but would be the good thing to do, and probably for the benefit of the world. So,
yeah, definitely worth considering. Helping people.
Yeah.
So that's our plea. That's our weekly plea to Bossman Biden.
Bossman Biden.
Is that
Happy
inappropriate?
100 days in office.
Wow. Oh, Jesus. And I guess they're getting a cat, so that's what you do.
They're going to get a congratulatory cat for doing nothing in
I
India.
cannot wait to see all the like random scratches on his face and neck from that cat, and like hands.
Oh, he is going to be covered in Band-Aids as if he's not already.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
His skin is some of the thinnest, and I don't mean like he has thin skin. He can't take an insult. I mean like physically, if anything touches him, it will rip to shreds.
You're right, and I feel like his face has a few Band-Aids on it, but they just cover the Band-Aids with makeup.
Yeah. And if you are Joe Biden's personal makeup artist, which I'm pretty sure would listen to this, email Diana at badboypod.com because she has some questions about covering up Band-Aids.
Yeah, she's all Band-Aids right now. It's really weird.
All Band-Aids.
I guess also 90 Day Fiance. I'm following Natalie's big plastic surgery journey.
Oh, do tell.
She was trying to make everybody guess. She was definitely making everyone guess. And then she posted this video where she was just like walking in her way. You know what I mean? And she was just like, and just like kind of in a, you think. And then I was like, maybe her nose, but it turned out she got her chin done.
Oh.
So maybe that's why she hasn't been doing any videos.
I mean, random thing. I've never been self-conscious about my chin.
Me either, but I guess she has. So whatever.
I know, whatever. Get that
Chin's
money.
Get that chin and get that fucking surgery, baby.
Get that chin. Get the chin of your dreams, Natalie. I mean,
Get
you
the chin
literally
of
have the
your dreams.
worst husband, so get the chin of your dreams.
He really wears jeans and a sweatshirt like it's his job.
It might be his job.
It might be his job.
He would be a great Carhartt Instagram influencer.
Carhartt? What's that?
Oh man. It's a brand. They make t-shirts and like they make pants. And actually it's sort of like a hip brand now. Like young Gen Z women have like, it's very like male construction worker normcore.
Oh.
But now like Gen Z girls wear it, and so it's kind of cool again in this strange way. I mean, not that it was ever cool before, but it was like growing up it was very much like dad fashion, and now it's like cool girls wear it.
Cool girls know what they're doing. Listen, Gen Z.
So actually I take that back.
You're cool and we can't stop you.
They are cool.
And we cannot stop you from being cool. So
no, as much
keep
as I
on
would love,
being yourself,
as much
and
as I would love
saving
to.
the world.
Yeah,
there's nothing Zoe wants more than to kill a Gen Z person, but
what? Email Diane if that's true, or if you have any tips.
Certainly not. I respect you so much. PG tips. Oh wait, did you watch that personality test one?
No, I forgot to watch it. I literally completely forgot about it. That entire conversation.
I only started it. Though
okay.
I still haven't watched.
So
the whole thing.
It's like a personality test doc on HBO Max. You said,
yeah, and like I guess it's about the Myers-Briggs one or whatever, and it's kind of interesting actually.
I think I'm an INFJ.
I thought it was going to be. We're the same one. We've been over this. We're the same as Hitler or whatever.
Oh, good.
Yeah, perfect women.
Dream threesome.
Okay, let's do the spiel.
Okay. So, write us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. I'm going to start with that one.
Yeah. Get out your quill. Write us a review, bitch.
I demand a quilled writing. Anyway, send us a screenshot and Diane will send you a personalized note and a pin. And if you ask for 2, She'll consider it.
Think about it.
Shop.badboypod.com for any of your merchandise needs. And of course, follow us at Bad Boy Podcast wherever you want. It's your world. We're just here to be followed.
Diane's just sitting on it.
Diane's sitting on it. Email Diane at badboypod.com. Your bad boys on the block. Your pictures of Kevin James in a tank top or out of one, if you know what I'm saying.
Or just like little pasties or whatever you have of him, I guess, in a summer
Yes.
look. If you
Please,
can't find a tank
Kevin
top, no one's
James
been
and
able to.
pasties. My Lord, that's exactly what I need. Definitely Diane fan art. I'm ready to see some of that. Whatever
That
Diane
would be
makes you think of.
fun.
That'd be fun. So definitely send that over to Diane, either Diane at badboypod.com or at badboypodcast on Instagram. Tell your friends to listen, because I heard word of mouth is actually the best way to get coronavirus.
Oh, wow. Perfect.
it.
Perfect now that we're all listen, dad joke you know. Just
That was really a dad
world.
joke.
It's a perfect time.
But as I was saying it, I was like, this is killer. So,
This is
that's
going to land it.
yeah, Julia could not have rolled her eyes more. And other than that, just explore this beautiful world we're in, because as David Attenborough would say, we don't know how much you're my best friend. If you can name who sings that song, I will suck on your teat. And that's the Diane promise.
You're right. As David Attenborough says, and rudely interrupted Zoe.
You're my best friend.
Brought to you by Lady Parts.